as well. Let's get that properly situated right here. Hopefully you guys can see me just fine. If not, please let me know in the video. Oh, we gotta flip you guys around too. That's another thing we gotta do. Right here. Hope you guys are able to see me all right for the live stream today. Refresh on that. Yes, we are live. There we go. At least we're live on YouTube. I can see that for now. That's a good sign. That's a good thing we got going on right there. We're a little cut off. Let me try to adjust it real quick. Sorry about that. Should be pretty good. Maybe angle it a little bit more towards that way. Well, I'm doing all this live stream stuff myself, so I have to kind of self-monitor a bit of when it comes to how things function properly here. Alright, got that going, got Instagram running here. Let's also get TikTok up and running as well while we're at it. So we got everybody involved. Everyone gets to join in on the fun, right? Absolutely. Of course. That one right there. Okay. Right on. Alright, and we are live also on TikTok as well. Hopefully everyone's having a great day so far today. We're Aquadream, doing Aquadream things, making your aquatic dreams come true, obviously. Let me try to also pull this up right here. There we go. Alright. Now we're live on TikTok as well. How's it going, everybody, though? So now we can finally get the stream up, going live. We can start talking about everything involving this up here. aquadreamusa.com. Looks like I can probably do a little bit more of the adjusting when it comes to YouTube here. Hopefully that turns out alright when it comes to the angles of everything. Trying to manage four different camera angles to kind of line them up properly without being able to overlap is a little tricky. But, you know, we do what we can here at Aquadream. So again, we're doing another live stream here, guys, showcasing all the stuff that we do here at Aquadream right here. You can also find us on our TikTok shop if you guys want to follow us there. Keep it on there. Make sure you give us a follow on TikTok. Give us a follow on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, all that other good stuff. You know, make sure you guys stay around here because we have plenty of good stuff. I got issues going on with my hair right now. What is this? I don't know. I had a weird hair morning, but hopefully it turns out alright for you guys. But yeah. So guys, we're gonna be talking about our aquariums. We have the saltwater aquarium right here. We also have a freshwater aquarium set up right behind you guys as well. We're talking about all the different types of products right here when it comes to, say, water pumps, and also brushes, different kind of air stones, things like that, filtration devices, water pumps, wave makers, and everything in between. I see we have Denthe. Thanks for coming by the stream. Appreciate everyone coming by. Hope you're all enjoying your day so far. Welcome to the stream. Hope you guys are all having a great day. We're just getting things started down here. We're a little bit of a shorter stream today, so you guys caught us at the right time, right? So you guys can see all the stuff that we're going to be doing today. We got a lot of stuff to talk about. We're going to be going for probably about a good hour 15, maybe even hour 30 if things get real spicy. You never know. So we got Cuter Jan. Thanks for coming by the live stream. I'm just kind of curious then, or is it Yana with the that four being an A? So I'm just kind of curious then, is there a less cute Yana then, or Jan? I don't know. I feel like Jan's getting a little shade thrown on them if there's a cuter version of them, you know what I mean? We also have Delana. Thanks for coming by the live stream as well. Appreciate you. Thanks for coming by. Hope you're there on TikTok. Again, guys, if you have any questions, sorry, my eye is bothering me. There we go. Hey, guys, if you guys have any questions with us here, feel free to leave it in the chat down below. My eye is still bothering me. I swear I'll get this situated. Design Makers Shop, thanks for coming by as well. Of course, if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave us in the chat here. And if you want to know more about what we do here, feel free to let us know. You can also check out our TikTok shop when it comes to all things that we have to offer. Pretty much anything you would need, any kind of hardware device that you would need for your aquarium to be up and running day one is something we can offer here at Aquadream USA. Joyce, thanks for coming by. Jeff Rowe, I see you there. And then Slow! You got the exclamation mark. I got to pronounce it properly, right? Jonathan, thanks for coming by. See you there. Yeah, again, if it's everyone's first time coming by the live stream, let me know. Give me a 1 in the chat if it's your first time. I'm curious to see how many first time people we got coming in, or how many people from different areas within the world, right? Is this stream, are we going international with these streams right now? Are we getting that crazy with it? Or and we have the same old fam that we used to see in this community, which I'm all for that as well. Actually, just realized that I need to refresh our Facebook page because I need to make sure that I can read the Facebook chat right there. There we go. It's Zell. Thanks for coming by as well. Appreciate you. It's Zell as well. Thanks so much for coming by. I appreciate you coming by. Gianna, thanks for coming by. Or Gianna. Oklahoma Sooner, thanks for coming by. Cody Swanson, appreciate you as well. So yeah, we got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today. We probably first kind of go into, like if you guys have seen us before, let us know. So you can, I know where to leave off, right, from our previous live streams. Or if you guys want to know more about what we do here, feel free to let me know in the chat. Because I'll just start rambling, I'll start talking. If it's something you guys want to know more about, well then I can just start blabbering away. But if there's something specific you guys want to know more about, feel free to let me know in the chat. I'm here for you guys. Like I said, I'm here just to hang out, chat with you guys, kind of get, and just see what someone's up to. How's it, Thursday, right? It's Thursday. Thursday, by the way. Hey. Anyone got plans for the weekends? Anything got going on? Fun? Now let me know. I'm here. Super J, thanks for coming to the live stream. LaCroix, excellent drink, by the way. Thanks for coming by. Lay what? How about lay follow? That would be cool, right? And a lay like. Star Dan, thanks for coming by. See you there. Zach Enders. We got a bunch of people kind of floating on into the stream here. So thank you guys all so much for coming by. I really do appreciate it. Again, if you are new, make sure to tap like, give us a follow, all that good stuff. Helps us out at times, especially at our level. Every little bit really does count a lot. So yeah, without further ado, I think we can probably just start talking about this tank in particular this lovely tank I'm standing in front of here. You can see all these amazing little fishies doing their thing, living their best life out here. Let me see if I can try to rotate this down a little bit so you guys can see what I'm talking about here over on YouTube. But yeah. So we can talk about the tank here. Recently did just shoot a Q&A video for you guys. Well, we should have that going live on the YouTube channel here relatively soon. Our first actual organic live form bit of content, which I'm excited about. I currently just finished recording that. Hopefully everything I need to get recorded is done. So hopefully that video will come up to you guys probably sometime next week would be my guess, early next week. Would be my guess, maybe later, but sometime next week. It'll definitely be there for sure. We're going to a lot of questions when it comes to lighting systems, some filtration system that comes with your tanks as well. What else are we talking about? We talk about the quality of the builds and everything else. Really hope we kind of do a video like that. Kind of helps kind of spur a bit of a discussion with you guys, right? So it's much more of a community discussion rather than just us just talking at you guys about aquariums and everything. Let's make it so then there's at least some form of a community building up here. You know what I mean? A bit of a connection happening with the people here. Because I do see some familiar faces coming in the chat every once in a while. So I want to make sure that we highlight those proper people and just answer any kind of questions that we commonly see out there, right? Dan, thanks for coming by the live stream. I see you there. Again, guys, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to tap like, follow, all that good stuff. Really do appreciate it. And if you're on TikTok, make sure to check out our TikTok shop. Has a lot of our goodies available for you guys to check out there as well. Plus, makes me look good at my job. Just saying. But yeah, I think we can kind of start getting on about, like we say, what this tank is all about right here, right? So, a little video on there, my apologies. It's been a long day. So for this tank in particular, this is a reef aquarium, so it typically means a saltwater aquarium. But fear not, you freshwater fans, because you can use this same tank for freshwater as well. You get the proper filtration needed, everything you need. It's an all-in-one system when it comes to these tanks, so you're able to get exactly what you need out of it, right? So you can get a chance to properly get into the aquatic hobby as much as you want, or upgrade even into a new level of the aquatics here. So yeah, we can talk about, say, like, how about the, I'll go through the different bullet points here that we have on about this tank right here. Saying that it is a well-designed type of tank, as you can tell by its design. It is a rimless and frameless tempered glass right here, providing a sleek look and a sturdy build. This glass allows you to clearly see into your aquarium while also safely harboring your aquatic habitat. You know, our little fishy boys and gals and boys and grills out here, they're being a little timid. You know, I'm standing in front of the tank, moving my hands around a bunch. Like, whoa, easy there. We'll showcase later on in the stream here. You get a chance to have a little aquarium time with the fish right here. Actually, we do have another video coming out pretty soon as well. I gave these fish all names, except for one. I need some help with the community on that one. But I think I had like this little fun video to kind of get you guys a little more acquainted with our fish and what we have available here at Aquadream. But yeah, so we'll talk about things that come with Aquadream right here. Saying that it. Whew, I should have got some coffee before the last stream, man. But it's everything that's included with your tank, right? It's not just the frame and the glass. Everything is included that you need to have your tank up and running day one. As soon as you get it, assemble it, and you can start living your aquatic fantasies day one with the tank. Meaning that with a tank like this that has a 145-gallon tank right here, it's a pre-built high-grade aluminum frame with a matte finish on it. Of course, with the different type of finishes with our tanks, that really the only difference is like the size and the color, so how many gallons you want and what color would you like. Other than that, all the other kind of aquariums function the same. So you've seen one. I mean, obviously you want to see all the rest of them because it's an excellent collection that we have here. But, so what I'm saying is that once you figure out how one works, you understand how all of them work. So that's a nice change of pace there when it comes to a lot of that kind of stuff, right? So, let's also going to continue on here. So like I said, it has a matte finish on the cabinet right here. It does come with one 920 GHP submersible water pump. That's gallons per hour when it comes to GHP right there. And it also comes with one sump filtration system with a filter media built into the cabinet with a water capacity of 25 gallons and one LED light, one protein skimmer, and a box of bio. Whew. Something is up with me right now. I don't know what it is. Something about today just wore me out. I'm very tired. I'm also excited for Warzone, so I was up a bit later than I was supposed to, but I wanted to get some unlocks for some of my guns in Call of Duty. Any COD fans in the chat, let me know. But yeah, I mean, Verdansk is back. It's back today. You know what I'm doing tonight. But yeah, so like get back on track here. Saying that they also comes with some filtration system with filter media built into the cabinet with a capacity of 25 gallons, like I mentioned earlier, one LED light, protein skimmer, and a box of biofilter coral rocks. You can make sure that you have a nice little filtration system going on right there. Make sure all your little filtrations are being filtered, I guess is the best way to put it. You make sure, I'm just saying, like, it filters things. It's a filtration system, and guess what it does? It filters. So there you go. And also that the overall build of this entire thing is actually a rather high quality build. So this aquarium is built with a premium tempered glass right here, as you can see, with a light transmittance of 99%. What does 99% light transmittance mean? That means the photons that are coming through this glass will hit your eyeballs, and it will look clear, crystal clear, because you have more light getting to you than any other kind of type of glass, right? 99% is nearly perfect, right? Or physically possible for perfection, I would say. You can't really have 100% because you actually have literal material in the way. So 99% is about the best you can possibly do when it comes to the clarity of a tempered glass, and that's what we got right here for you guys with this one, and also with our freshwater tank. So any kind of tank you want to pick up, high quality glass with 99% light transmittance for that right there. So make sure that you avoid any kind of discoloration, any kind of visual warping, or any kind of weirdness that can come from glass, right? It's also highly durable, because this glass right here also has a bit of a protective, how do I phrase that? A bit of a I won't say layer, but it's reinforced, I think is what I should say, with a German silica, which will help resist against any types of wear and tear, like thumbprints, scratches. It's resistant against any kind of like acidity within the water, or any other kind of issues that might come up when it comes to durability. It's a very durable glass, on top of being visually pleasing, right? It's a very slim, modern kind of look right here, but also has a chance to just give you a chance to really appreciate the aquatic life that you have going on in your tank right there, right? And also just kind of keep in mind that if you do have any kind of issues, right, or I should say continue on with the build quality. So we talked a lot about the glass, but what about the build itself, right? The aluminum, high premium quality aluminum frame right here, which does a great job of making sure that it will be able to withstand the test of time, right? Because these aquariums are a bit of an investment, right? So I'll make sure that you get a good quality product that will last you as long as you would prefer it to last, right? I do believe the lifetime on this is projected to be about 20 years on the glass, and so similar type of thing when it comes to this high quality aluminum frame right here. And it's also very resistant to, like salt water erosion, deformation, and corrosion. So no worries with all, because obviously a metal frame, metal and water don't get along very well. But the way we have it all set up, that it will be very resilient for years for you guys when it comes to making sure that the aquarium, making sure the aquarium is looking as good as you bought it day one, right? Of course. Also want to take a look at the chat here. Ron, thanks for coming by. Wilma Key Witchell, if I pronounced it correctly. Graham, thanks for coming by. I see you there. Lisa Johns. Chris. Just saying. Thank you for coming by right there. Sam, I see you there. And was it Casey Boy, if I pronounced that correctly? Thank you much for that. I see some likes coming in. Appreciate you guys doing that as well. Of course, if your guys' first time coming into the chat, welcome. We're Aquadream, as you can probably read on the back of the board right here. We sell all this stuff. All of this you see, we sell it. It's on our TikTok shop. Check it out. Aquadream USA. You'll be able to find us. All this stuff and more. That's not it. That's just you're scratching the surface tension water with what you're seeing on here just right now. Wait, on the other side of this wall is an entire warehouse full of goodies for you guys to check out, if you so choose so, obviously. Now, if you guys would like a tour kind of content or something like that in the future, let me know in the chat. That might be something fun to do. That's kind of my job here, is really as a social media manager, is to kind of just get you guys engaged and chatting about us. Get more eyeballs on what we do here, right? And social media is a great platform to do that, because if you make engaging content that people want to see, it will find the right people that are interested in this type of stuff. So, I don't know. That's my job right here, just trying to get attention for us, and hopefully I'm doing a decent job of it for you guys. But yeah, so go back into this. So, like we were talking about earlier, we said like how the durability of the glass is like 20 years, right? High quality aluminum frame, built for durability, built to long lasting kind of life right there, built against corrosion, resistant to corrosion and any kind of other issues, right? But what if something does happen? Because obviously, as the famous phrase is, S happens, right? And sometimes, you got to be able to, support your customers, right? And that's what we do here at Aquadream, right here. Is that we actually do offer a 3-year warranty when it comes to our aquariums. It comes also with a 1-year warranty on electrical components and a lifetime warranty on spare parts. So think of it more as like a beginning of a conversation with us when it comes to having your aquariums, right? In case anything were to go awry, which there shouldn't. It should all go as planned. But in case anything does happen, we do have you covered here at Aquadream. We're willing to, put the money where the mouth is, I guess, in a way to make sure that all the stuff that we do for you guys is something that, to use stock language, I guess, or to Wall Street language, to improve consumer confidence, right? That's a marketing term for you right there. And hopefully that's something that we can able to provide for you guys here at Aquadream. Aquadream USA. But yeah, and also when it comes to other different types of products that we have here, continue on with the product description right here. I am so bad at trying to figure out where this mouse always goes on the screen. Oh my goodness. Okay. So say if you do want to take the plunge in here with us at Aquadream, pun very intended on that one. Now it does have a 3 to 7 business day shipping time right there for you guys. So you won't have to wait too long. Gracie, I see you coming by the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you. Edward S., I see you there as well. Appreciate you coming by. Jay Horn. Was that the shape of your horn is in the J? So you're like, I'm Jay Horn. Would just make sense, right? MKG7, thanks for coming by. But yeah, like back on what I was talking about here about the shipping of this process, right? We have 3 to 7 business days when it comes to shipping here. It is free shipping within the continuous 48 states. Yeah, so sorry for people in Alaska and Hawaii. I'm sorry you don't qualify for free shipping. But if you're in the 48 states of America, then you actually do have a chance for free shipping. Now there are some limitations with that though. Really more just because like we can get the tank, the top half and bottom half, to your door, but that's the best we can do because we can align with like say the shipping company to help it bring it into the house and maybe even assemble. That will charge you so much more that there's actually probably be a better opportunity for you guys to kind of utilize any kind of extra apps out there when it comes to assembly, finding handy people or things like that to be able to have your aquarium set up properly for you. Actually, I'm kind of curious with here on YouTube if I can like rotate the camera, but if I did this and if I went like, no, you can't change the orientation once you hit live. Very interesting. Good to know. Very important to know. I'm looking at the playback here on YouTube. I'm just like, wow, that's a Disney disaster right there. Oh my god, we got so many people coming. I can't stop by and say hi. Camila, thanks for coming by the live stream. Corey, I see you there. Appreciate you. If everyone's first time coming by the live stream, please let me know in the chat. I'm definitely down to see what brought you guys here. If you came this far on TikTok especially, or any of your other algorithms out there to come find us, congratulations, you made it to hashtag, or angle it this way so you can see hashtag fish talk. So there you go. You're on the right side of the TikTok algorithms or the internet algorithms out there, so you can get a chance to find more stuff about your favorite little hobbies, right? So yeah, I appreciate you guys coming by today. Again, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to tap like and a follow. Always helps us out a ton, especially at our level. Every little bit really does go a long way. So I appreciate you guys' engagement there in a capacity. Plus, it makes me look good in front of the boss. Crystal, thank you very much for coming by the live stream. A lunchbox? We just have a lunchbox in the chat? I gotta ask Lunchbox. Are you familiar with the former Halo Pro named Lunchbox? I just gotta know. Like, I wonder if you're like, I was just a big Lunchbox fan back in the Halo 3 days, and now my username is Lunchbox. Or are you just a big fan of Lunchboxes? You're like, oh man, those tin designs were the best. Some old school Hulk designs on the can or something like that, right? I'm a bit of a gamer, so my first initial thoughts go, oh, video games, oh, right? William, thanks for coming by the stream. Appreciate you. So we can kind of talk a little bit more about this tank as well, right? Saying this is an all-in-one tank that's designed specifically to support coral reef and saltwater aquariums, but like I mentioned earlier in the live stream, that however, the system can also house freshwater fish. This rimless and frameless design of the tank has a modern and sleek look that will look great in anyone's place, anywhere, right? No, we are getting too crazy on the style here. Pretty simplistic, but it looks good anyways, right? The tank is wide enough for you to do any kind of aquascaping you would prefer to do. The sump filtration system comes with multiple compartments for various uses, helping you take care of your aquarium system in the way that's most optimal to you. And also the dual outlet pump flow allows for better water distribution as the water flows from your sump back into your tank up here. This all-in-one system also comes with a water pump, a protein skimmer, LED lights as you see up here, biofilter coral rocks. Also, you can get perfectly started day one when it comes to aquariums. How nice is that, right? It's very nice. Quite preferred. And also, our tanks are constructed with the finest, and I do mean finest, tempered glass from Taiwan. And due to the premium grade of the tempered glass here, is an extremely high light transmittance of 99%, bonded with German silica gel, which prevents from erosion, and also has a 20 years of life you can expect to get out of just the glass alone here. You can experience it. You will not experience any issues when it comes to scratches, corrosion, due to water acidity or anything like that. And like I mentioned earlier, the whole entire tank does come with a 3-year warranty. On top of that, you do get a 1-year warranty of electrical components and a lifetime warranty on spare parts. Right. So in case anything falls apart, like Post Malone in that one song, "Ooh, I fall apart." Not with this tank. That ain't happening here. You'll be not falling apart. I can't think. I don't know what I was trying to think of another song reference right there, but I just was not happening. But this, like I said, this tank will be running quite well for you for many years to come, if you so choose to make the decision to jump in with us, guys. Like I said, we'll probably go for another hour or so. Caitlin, I see you there. Thank you much for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you. Of course, if you guys want to see more about us, make sure to check out our TikTok page. Check out the TikTok shop that we have going on here as well, if you guys want to see more about us. We also have a bunch of content coming for you guys as well on our channels, right? Next couple of videos we have planned up. I got a video on how we came up with all the names for our fish, in case you want to become a little more personally attached. Anyone here on stream who are the regulars, they recognize some of the fish. Yeah, we got some all-stars in here. We got some movie stars here in the tank, hanging out in the tank with us. So I thought it'd be a nice little fun video to kind of show, like, hey, do you guys name your fish? If you do, actually let me know in the chat if you guys actually do name your fish, and if so, what names have you given your fish? Because mine's sound boring, but the backstory behind them I think are actually kind of interesting. Stuff like, what's it like? Who's like hanging out here? So this little guy right here in yellow, black, and white, I named him Oliver. You'll have to find out in the video tomorrow why though. We also got Jack right here. He's like the black one with the blue and white stripes. And I thought white stripes. I'm like, you know who's also in the white stripes? Jack White. So his name is Jack. You know, that's how I kind of came across. You know, I got a name for everybody else. I think I put a nice little edit to everything. I think it looked kind of nice. That I think will be rather appreciated, at least hopefully, right? Amy, thanks for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you coming by. Also have a clownfish in here. We also have a blue tang as well. You could probably assume what their names are if you're familiar with any of those popular Disney movies out there. We also got Solzy, if I pronounced that correctly. Thanks for coming by. Hope everyone here is having a fantastic day. Having a good day doing good things. Oh wait, I'm just slowly losing my mind doing weird stuff on screen here. Right now I'm just taking a look and see, like, what do we talk about next? Like, what's the next thing we talk about? I pretty much talked about everything that we need to talk about when it comes to this aquarium. I'm also kind of curious about what else should we talk about. Do we want to talk about pond material, pond equipment, or brushes, air stones, water pumps? You got a lot of different things, a lot of different directions we go. Or we can talk about our next aquarium that's right behind you guys, which is a, actually, let's just talk about that one. It's a freshwater aquarium, right? Let's get going on that one. Why not? We'll stick with the aquarium side of things. Let me just rotate all of our friends here on our various social platforms, just so then we're all able to appreciate that fantastic quality of build you're going to be getting here very soon, by the way. Mamie, thanks for coming back. Sick Reef tanks too. Sick Reef tanks too. Yeah, I appreciate it. You better believe it, Mamie. But if you guys don't know, Mamie is one of our affiliates here over on TikTok. So if you guys want to stay up to date with all the stuff that she's doing, give her a follow as well. She makes some fun content. I was seeing how adorable it is with your kid. How they love the aquarium just as much as you do, which that's just awesome to see. I always like to see when little ones have the same type of interests as the adults and stuff like that. That's really cool. Actually, maybe try to situate this one maybe more like right here. Maybe this one a little more like right here. Yeah, something like that. Hopefully we're all looking good here. I got to self-monitor these streams right here, so I think we're all in shot. Yes. My son and I are both obsessed. He has his own 10-gallon reef in his bedroom. Oh, that's adorable. That's absolutely adorable. I love that. That's amazing. I will say, like, when I was a kid too, I definitely had my own aquarium. But not aquarium. It was actually more of a fish bowl I had with a goldfish when I was younger. I think I was like in middle school or something like that. Funny thing is, I got that fish from like a state fair. I won it by just you toss the ping pong ball into like the little cups of water. And I swear it wasn't beer pong, but it was like a little game you bounce it in. If you land it in the cup, that's kind of hard to hit. Then you actually get like a prize, which was a goldfish. And so I actually won the goldfish, brought it home, didn't have a fish bowl or any kind of, I had nothing for this animal. But luckily my mom was like, let's get you a nice little fish bowl, let's get some water treatment stuff, let's get you the stuff that you need to make sure that you can get it up and running. And, I hate to think about it, but I'm assuming that probably a lot of those fish that were handed out during those state fairs, handing them out to children, probably didn't last very long. Not that I like to think about that, but I'm just like, let's be real. When you hand a goldfish to like a 10-year-old, I mean, unless the parents are very responsible, I'm worried about that for that fish. Send me jungle Val. I don't know what you mean by that Bones. But yeah, like I got that fish from the state fair, or not state fair, but city fair. And I was able to take care of it rather well. Like, I think I had it for like 4 years or something like that. The fish was just living his own life. I actually never got around to naming him, though. People were like, oh, what's the name of your fish? I'm like, it's my fish. I don't know. So I'm curious if anyone in the chat names their fish. That's kind of like that whole spiel that came from that whole thing. Let's see right here. Let me catch back up with chat a little bit. Also, I had a fair goldfish once. Oh, yeah. See, that was a very common thing. And it traded me for Pong. Oh, yeah. I was just dropping it, back in college. Mine lasted a week, to be honest. I felt so bad. No. Well, yeah, it's also kind of, I think the reason why they give a goldfish as well, because they actually are they're very resilient fish though. They can handle a lot, right? You don't need to be super delicate with them. Like other fish, you kind of have to be a little more sensitive with it. With them, straight sinking shots, just Kobe, you know. Maybe doing a little bounce shot right there when they're not looking to get 2 cups. You know what I mean? Like, oh, what's that? Bounce. Mamie knows what's up. She knows what I'm talking about. Yeah, let me pull up this tank right here so we can go into a little more details about it instead of talking about my beer pong experience, which I can I can go on. Twofer. See you later, man. Okay, Mamie, thanks for coming by. I appreciate it. I really appreciate you coming by the live streams and getting that chat up and chatting a little bit. So thank you very much. Really do appreciate it. Again, guys, go give Mamie a follow over there on TikTok and Instagram. She's out here. She's one of the affiliates. She has one of our tanks. She likes making content about her stuff, and it looks awesome. And like I say, not gonna lie, I meant to comment when I said it. Not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous of the setup she's got right there. I wish our tank looked that good. But yeah, see you later. Let's see, we go back and talking about our aquariums here. Oop, I grabbed the wrong kind of aquarium. Just pulling this up on our website to make sure I got all the correct information for everyone here. There we go. Alright. So, we can talk about this aquarium right here. Actually, I should probably remove all this stuff. This is a little unsightly. What was I doing? What kind of amateur move is this? Actually, I can probably put this up right here, right? We'll make it look nice. Boom. Double boom. There we go. There we go. So, when it comes to this... Oh, make sure this doesn't fall over. So yeah, when it comes to this tank in particular, this is our white and gold model that we have right here for our aquariums. Again, like I said earlier in the live stream, when it comes to our aquariums, the main thing about it is that they all function relatively the same. Like this is our freshwater tank. We also have a reef tank that can handle salt water, right? But with this one here, all of our freshwater tanks are built the same, right? The only difference is the size and the color on it. So how many gallons do you want your tank to be, and also what color would you like, right? We have a lot of different varieties there. I could go over every single one, but I highly suggest just check out our TikTok shop if you want to see all the stuff we have to offer. And also, if you want to continue on, just follow us on the various other platforms, of course, as well. Let's say we'll talk about this tank in particular, right? Let me go and read the product description that's on our website here so I can give you some proper information, right? It's rather concise, but I think it does a great job of kind of describing everything you need to know for this right here. Say, for example, this is an all-in-one bundle which includes a glass tank, pre-built aluminum stand, built-in sump filtration system, the LED light, which is perfect for helping you start your aquarium needs right away. Again, like I said, everything that you need when it comes to our tanks comes with the tank right here. As you can see, I'm not lying. When I open up this tank right here, I told you it was everything you need. It's in there. And why would I lie to you? Why would I do that? No, that wouldn't make any sense, right? No. Here we go. So you can kind of see all of the bits and pieces that come with the tanks here. You can see that it does come with the sump filtration system down below. Yeah, you guys have some pumps as well when it comes to making sure that it all can help out with that water flow, right? Especially with that outlet right there in the corner of the tank. That's one of the little differences compared to the reef tank that we showcased a little bit earlier in the live stream here. It does come with your filter pads right here as well. Like I told you, it's literally everything you need. Day one comes with the tank. So if you look at the price, you're like, oh, I don't know about all that. But also keep in mind that it's not just the frame, not just the tank that you'll be receiving. You'll be getting a bunch of extra other goodies with it that you'll need to make sure your tank is up and running day one as soon as you get it. And of course, free shipping, and the shipping is 3 to 7 business days, so keep that in mind as well. What else? You also got different types of glass down here for coverage, right? Like right. So these are different type of glass panels that the, as you can see right here, these are different type of glass panels that the sump filtration system utilizes right here. Of course, these are more just kind of add like a bit of a cover to the top of the filtration system to make sure no debris or anything that gets in there. But yeah, it's just like a regular nice type of glass, right? I'm not sure if this is our same thing as our tempered glass, but it's still a high quality glass that's made for making sure everything works and functions as planned, right? I don't know why I'm doing this, but I think it looks it just looks hypnotizing, right? Now, let's see what else kind of comes with. Tank right here, like say we got our filter sheet media right here. They also come with a protein skimmer. Our water pump is also down in there as well. I pulled it out for you guys, but I mean, it's the same thing as like, say, like one of these. You know, it's the kind of same idea as like, of course, every aquarium that needs its own different types of pump, right? To kind of get that water flowing properly. You have like a submersible pump like this, right, which kind of latches to the side of the tank, right? That you can have it so it just clicks around to the side right there, helps out with that water flow. Or if you need something that more pulls from below, you do have one of these low-level suction pumps right here. I can also showcase like a live model. Well, I guess not a live model, but like a out-of-the-box model here for you. Something like this right here. Does a great job of pulling water. You know, it's pulling water from underneath to come out of the port right here at the top. Gets pulled right through to help out with your filtration needs and get that water moving, so then you can have nice high quality water for your little fishies, right? Because you want to make sure those guys and gals and I guess non-binary pals that fish there and swing that way, I don't know, you know, can have a nice quality of life, right? And so this was our largest water pump right here. These do go down quite a lot in size. We do a lot of different varieties of them. Yeah, this is our 125 watt. We have models ranging from 125 down to 9 watts. So depending on what kind of aquarium you have, or what kind of fish tank you do have, a pump like this can be very useful for you. We do have a video of this on our TikTok page if you guys want to check it out. Just give me some brief information. I think it's about like 20-30 seconds long. You know, it's a little more efficient than how I can talk to you guys right here on the live stream. But more just kind of here to be like, hey, let's talk about some aquatic living, right? Right, Ren? If you're still in the chat, I appreciate you coming by. I see you there in the chat. Spam. You are delicious. A lot of people a lot of people throw shade on you, Spam, but you are delicious. Put a little melted American cheese on a Hawaiian bread, grill that all up. You can't go wrong with it. You can't go wrong. In fact, when I took a vacation out in Hawaii back in 2019, and that was like my go-to breakfast. Every time I woke up, I was like, I just need another Spam and cheese sandwich for breakfast. Please give me one. Very Hawaiian of me, I know, right? Eating a bunch of Spam. It's really good. Or even better, musubi. Is it musubi or musubi? How you pronounce that? Right? Put that grill up some Spam, put a little rice on that, wrap that up in some of that seaweed. Delicious. Takes away that saltiness from the Spam and doubles down on it, but salt's good. It tastes good. Never shy on the salt. Salt is flavor. But yeah, you can see these tanks, they have everything you need when it comes to getting up and running day one for you guys. So I hope everyone's having a good day. Heck, even tomorrow, if we do a live stream tomorrow, I might even just bring my guitar in and we'll just sing some songs about fish and aquariums. You never know. We can get creative with it. I can write a song utilizing the product descriptions. I think how about that? That would be a fun video. Let's do something. I need to write that one down as an idea. I got all these content ideas coming from my brain. I gotta follow up with them, right? Oh man. Or maybe I just slowly lose my mind being trapped inside a small office or surrounded by fish. That could also be that. That's not that though. It's not. But maybe, but not. We can talk about something else. We can talk about one of these right here. Let's re-angle you guys a little bit more so you guys get a chance to see more about the different types of products that we have just to my right over here. Like this. Yeah, like that. That should be pretty good. Yeah, like that. I'm watching the live streams here on playback here, so I'm on a little bit of a delay to make sure like everything's lined up properly. Hopefully I'm in the shop for you guys here to kind of get a chance to really get to talk about all of this stuff. Maybe not this. This is our food for our fishies. But all of this stuff, a lot of it is great content for you guys to check out. Again, all of this you can be found on our TikTok shop, or if you want to know more, feel free to leave a comment or leave a chat, or you can just put. I'm tired, man. I'm sorry. My brain is frizzled right now. Had a long day today. A lot of different directions getting pulled around, but all good because there's so many different things about aquarium stuff you guys need to know more about. You can't just live life without knowing about aquariums. You need it. You need it in your life. Why wouldn't you need this in your life? Yeah. So yeah, we can talk about a few things here. One thing in particular we can actually talk about is this, actually. This is a very important thing that we have part of our own aquarium system that we have. It is a intelligent DC sine wave eco water pump, or better way known as a wave maker. And you'll never guess what this does. I'll give you a couple seconds in the chat if you guys want to take a wild guess. I'll let you do it. I have a feeling our community can pick that up. Exactly what does a wave maker do? But you'd never guess that it actually makes waves. Yeah, it does that. It does it. Yeah, you would never have thought that's what this does right here. Why is it important though? Why is it good to have a wave maker in your tank? Well, I can show you. I'll show you a little bit later, but there's a lot of really important things about it, especially when it comes to water flow, surface tension, physical health for your fish, and everything in between. Now I'm just realizing I should have talked about this last on my list right here, because I have a wave maker going on right behind you guys. Like right here, there's a wave maker running. I can show you exactly why it's so great. But now I just realized I probably should talk about some other things here first before switching up the scene a little bit to get a chance to check out the fish. Also give them a little bit of a feeding frenzy as well, action, to get a chance to, hashtag feed frenzy, I don't know. Guppy Salted, thanks for coming by the live stream. Hope you're doing great. You made it over the side of TikTok. Congratulations, you made the fish talk, where we talk about fish on the talk. But yeah. So yeah, we talked about this water pump. Let's talk about this right here. This is a, if I remember correctly, that was a clicky button. That's kind of cool. We'll talk about this big boy right here. This is the, how you have filtration devices with all your tanks, right? Even with like a pond, you need a solid filtration. But there's filters, and then there's other kind of filters, and then there's this one. This right here is the filter she tells you to not be worried about. That's what this is right here. This is a filtration device for your ponds, koi ponds, things like that. You can find it out on our TikTok shop and other platforms where you get a chance to really see it in action. This thing is heavy. It's really heavy. I tell you, this is the filtration device she tells you not to worry about. We also have another fun koi pond type of filtration device here. If I remember correctly, this should be our UV, or is this our UV filter? Actually, let me double check to make sure I'm not giving you guys false information, because I want to make sure you guys know Exactly, or just as well informed as I am when it comes to the products here. Let's see. I believe it is a UV sterilizer. Yes, it's a UV sterilizer. Gotcha. Yeah, that's what this thing is right here. I was confused because I know we have another kind of filtration device right here, and I wanted to make sure that I didn't mix them up, you know. So I have so many different products, it's hard to keep track of them all. But this is, again, the filtration device she tells you not to worry about. This is a UV sterilizer. Basically what this does, it does a great job of taking any kind of contaminants in your water. It shoots UV light at it, ultraviolet light, right beyond the visual spectrum, ultraviolet light. It then gives you high intensity light to then essentially break down the components of what could be, say, like algae or something like that, to prevent that kind of buildup within your pond. Because obviously when you have a pond, it's out there in the elements, and things can, you know, build up over time. And that's why UV sterilizer like this does a great job of making sure that you don't have any of those nasty little bits floating around in your pond. Let me do a little mic check. We're good. Okay, good. I gotta check like every 5 minutes with this thing, so I'm not talking when on dead air, you know. We have this big box right here as well, which is easy to open. You get a chance to see kind of what it looks like inside here. It's nothing too crazy. It's just like a really cool looking circuit board, really. That's about it. That's what we got working inside that. Nothing too crazy, right, when it comes to the circuit boards of it. But UV sterilizer is very important, like I said, to maintain the health of your fishies within your ponds. What's up, Andy? I see you there in the chat. Gabby's in the... No way, Gabby's in the chat. No. No one told me that she was coming by. That's right, I'm not a bot. I'm a real person. I can read. I can see who's coming in. Tells me right here, somebody joined. I'm like, cool. We have a new person that jumped in. They're also interested in fish stuff, like we are. We also got Joey Poey. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Hope you guys are all enjoying your days today. It is a thirsty Thursday. I hope your Thursdays are being properly hydrated. Faith with a smiley face, I appreciate you coming by. Who else is coming in here? We got the Freehold, if I pronounce that correctly. I want to say Freeholder, but it's not spelled that way, but it looks very close to that. I'm like, we got beans? We got beans in the chat? Linda, with all the A's in there. And the heart. Thank you much for coming by the live stream there. Hope you're all having a good day. Enjoying your Thursdays. Hope you guys have any plans for the weekend. It is almost the weekend. It's almost the freaking weekend. I'm about to have me some fun. But most of that fun is going to be me playing for the new Call of Duty update because Verdansk is back, and I'm very excited about that. Let me know in the chat if anyone else is excited playing that right now. I've been getting back on with that because I'm having fun with it. All my friends hit me up like, dude, the map is back. We gotta get the boys back together. And I'm like, all right, let's do it. I'm not much of I like Call of Duty, but it's not one of my favorites for sure. There's definitely games I am enjoying a bit more right now, but it's still pretty good. It's still fun. Grim Knits. Ooh, I'm curious. Do you post knits that are a little grim? I'm curious. If you have a little artistic expression happening there, let me know. Yeah, if so, I want to check them out. I like spooky things. So we talked about this pump. We can talk about this device here as well. Let me just double check and pull it up on our website so I have all our little details that we need to make sure everything is accurate. I don't want to give you guys inaccurate information, you know. I want to make sure it's all there and it's all good. No misinformation on this stream. No fake news on this live stream, let me tell you. Let me tell you. Nothing like that would ever happen here. only the finest bits of information and content and quality. By the quality, the most important thing here, as you can tell by the quality of this live stream. I'm trying to find, is that the right piece? No, that's not the right bit of information right there. It does look like it's a drum filtration. Maybe just type in drum. Drum. I believe that's what it is, right? Yeah. So this thing is kind of cool up here. We got another bit of a pond bit of content here. If you guys are pond lovers out there, you do have this filtration system. This is a drum filter that we have. You can see the ports of where the water comes in and out of as well. You can check out the back here as well. It comes all that good stuff that comes with it. You can take a look inside it as well. What's in the box? Well, let me tell you what's inside the box. It's filtration stuff. Natalie, thanks for going to the live stream. Hope I'm not hitting the mic too hard here. You can take a look inside. Wow, look at that. Electrical stuff. Oh, oops, sorry, TikTok. I just realized that I was angled away. Oh, sorry about that. But yeah, like I said here, you can take a look at this filtration device. Like, wow, look at that. Look at all those electronics going on there. That's for keeping your pond smart. You don't want a dumb pond. Just like all the other devices, keep it smart. Obviously. Let me just double check real quick to make sure we are good on the TikTok side of things. Looking pretty good over there. Cool. Just needed to make sure. What's up, Tilly? Thanks for coming to the live stream. This is our drum filtration system that we have for ponds. If I can place this right here. Hope I can take off the top and I can show you what it looks like inside. This looks pretty cool. Basically, you see it on the inside of it. So this silver part right here, this is the drum right here. Particles will hit that part of the drum, get caught by it, and then flow back out through the bottom half right here with this trough right there. So yeah, that's where the clean water would come out for your pond lovers out there. So you can have nice, clean, filtered water for all your little fishy needs out there. Does a great job of keeping everything clean, safe, exciting, and fun. Ugh. All right. You can put this back up. Whoop. Again, not as crazy as the UV filtration device, but that we have also that we showcased earlier in the last stream, but does quite a fine job. Okay, now I think we can get to go back to talking about two more bits of product here, but this will also involve me having to rotate some things around a little bit here for you guys. So come with me as we reset the scene a little bit here, especially in front of our friendly little fishy tank right here. Let's set up our YouTube friends here properly. Let's go bring our Facebook or Instagram friends as well over here, like so. How about our Facebook friends over here? Do that as well. And then lastly, can't forget you guys over at TikTok. Well, how could I ever? You know, you're my. Don't tell anybody else, but you're my favorites. Kidding, of course. We're all here. Everyone is loved here at Aquadream. I just like trolling with you guys. I'm having fun. You gotta have fun with it, alright? That's one of the more important things you gotta do with all this kind of stuff. Having the live stream this many hours every single day, you guys start getting a little creative with it, you know what I mean? Let me pull up in a chair so I can finish up talking about the last couple bits of product that I want to showcase to you guys today. Go into a little bit of a feeding frenzy with the fish, and I think we're good. I think we'll call it good after that. Let me just pull you guys down over here a little bit more. Over here on YouTube, we can pull you guys down a little bit more as well. Rotate you as well so you don't look so Dutch angled. There we go. I'm going to pull you guys a little bit more down here. Like that, something like that looks good. What name is that? It's just like an emoji. Is that like a night face emoji as your name? How do you sign in with that? Or you probably just use your phone number then at that point to sign in. Like, well, yeah, what's your username? Let me add you. The night emoji. You know? But yeah, actually, probably bring you guys over a little bit more this way and lower you down even more. You guys over here on YouTube are being a little finicky. Don't worry, no hate, just appreciate. Let's see what it looks like here. I'm trying to monitor it here on the yield stream. No, that completely looks awful. Let's cut my head off. Angle you guys back up a little bit. So I was suggested last live stream to do a horizontal stream, so I thought I'd follow up with that. What's up, Emma? Thanks for coming by the live stream. Yeah, whatever. Alright guys, we got probably another 15 minutes left in the live stream, so if you guys are new to the channel, make sure to tap like. It helps us out a ton. Give us a follow. Let us know you want to see some more content like this. It also makes me look good to the boss. The more follows and the more likes that we get when it comes to the channel here. So then I can be like, hey, come on, look at all the great stuff I've done for you. How about a raise, boss? Come on. Of course, the fact you guys are more willing just to come by, hang out, and chat is more than appreciated. So thank you all very much. Let me turn off this little room heater I got in here. It's getting a little toasty. Junie, thanks for coming by the live stream. I see you there. Is someone just like 3 lines like the hamburger icon? Someone's like hamburger menu icon? I didn't know you could do that for a username. That should be illegal. Anyways, okay. So let's get into talking about small Aquadream goodness, right? This isn't budging at all. There we go. Alright, so one of the things I kind of held off, I started talking about but earlier in the stream, but I held off on it because I felt like it would be a better opportunity to have it in front of you guys so you get a chance to see exactly what I'm talking about. And that's involving this wave maker right here, which I made earlier. You'll never guess what it does. Hey, Jessica Martinez, thank you very much for coming by the live stream. That is a wave maker. This is technically an eco water pump, which it does move water to be a pump, but it's more of a wave maker if anything else, really. Let me kind of angle you guys a little bit more so you guys get a chance to see what I'm talking about when it comes to this fancy, schmancy wave maker. So you guys are all up to date with what I'm talking about here. So, what is the benefit of having a wave maker in your tank? Again, feel free to interrupt me, especially Mega Fatty. That's a heck of a name, dude. Feel free to interrupt me if you have anything or questions you want to say. But I'm about to go on a tangent about wave makers and why you need them in your tank. Well, of course, depending on what kind of tank you have. So, for example, let's get into it. So, a wave maker. Why do you want waves being made in your aquarium? A lot of different reasons behind that. We'll start with one of the more obvious. What's up, Ali? I see you there in the chat. One of the more obvious reasons that it creates a current within your tank right here. So why is that important, right? So for example, with our wave maker that we have set up right here, it's on the kind of the left side, kind of upper middle section. So basically what it's doing, and we have it angled up slightly so it hits the surface. We'll get into why that's important later on in just a couple minutes here. But first of all, let's talk about the current that creates right here. So basically the current will flow through here, hit the back of the tank and kind of rotate back down, kind of like a big U-turn almost in a way. You can see our little friend, our little clownfish friend right here. He always likes to kind of just swim around that little spot against the current. Just kind of their thing, you know, that's one of their favorites. Randy Vader, which just followed us. Thank you very much, Randy. Appreciate that. I'm trying to think of a Star Wars pun for that one because obviously your last name is Vader on the chat on your account. Which is like, I guess you didn't choose the dark side, clearly. He chose the path of light. Here is your lightsaber. It's also known as a wave maker. But so the one thing, so it creates a current within your tank here with these wave makers. So the important thing about that is since you have a bit of a water flow that's happening here, your fish has something to swim against because you never guess what fish like to do, but they like to swim, and swim they will. And if you give them the opportunity, they will do it. So that's what gives them a bit of a current to swim against so they can stay active, they can stay healthy, and maintain, proper health when it comes to, living in a tank right here. And also, apologies there, depending on what kind of fish you have, probably simulates their natural environment a little bit more than just a still water would, right? So that's one benefit right there. Like I said, our little clownfish friend definitely loves the current, always swims against it. Abigail, thanks for coming by the live stream. Another benefit of it, like I mentioned earlier, why we have this thing angled up slightly when it comes to the flow of the water, because it kind of apex, so it kind of hits right about here when it comes to like the trajectory of the water flow. And why do we have it angled up all the way over here? Because the great thing that a wave maker can do is it can alleviate surface tension. If you don't know what surface tension is, it's the molecules of water holding together, bound together by science, we'll just leave it at that. And basically, that even though we view water as kind of like this light, splashy kind of material, it's very heavy and dense, actually. So dense that it can actually trap gases in your aquarium right here. So if you don't have proper water flow, like we have right here when it comes to a wave maker, surface tension can make it so that the gas exchange of like carbon dioxide or any kind of living organisms that you have in your tank produce carbon dioxide. It should expel through the top of the glass, through the water, right? But if that water doesn't have any, if the water is like super tense, right? If it doesn't have any water flow to it to alleviate it or anything that's covering it up, you'll have CO2 buildup happening in your tank, meaning you have unhealthy fish being not as happy as they possibly could be. And of course, we do not want that to happen. Obviously, we don't want that to happen. But that's healthy, happy fish, right? That's exactly what we want. YouTube's been real finicky with me today with the camera angles. Trying to monitor 4 live streams all at once here. And so, being able to break that surface tension is super important to have that proper gas exchange, right? So then your animals can have a proper oxygenated water, oxygen coming in, CO2 leaving out, therefore having happy, healthy fish. And another great benefit of a wave maker here is that since there is that circulation of water happening, it does move the temperature of the water as well, meaning it's much more evened out throughout the entirety of the tank, making it so that you won't have any like hot spots or cold spots with your tank. So think of it kind of the same thing like with your house, right? Say if you have a room that's always really cold during the winter or a room that's always really hot during the summer, you tend to not want to hang out there because it's not comfortable, right? It's an unenjoyable place. Same thing can happen with your tanks, right? Especially when you have like lights like this. You have lights above your tank, which I'm sure many of us do, at least close up to the water. That a byproduct of light energy, like we have with you come with lights, is heat. Light generates heat, and so then what could happen if we had no water flow happening within this tank, and these 2 light sources kind of sitting right above the water, you can assume what happens. Those patches of the water get warmer where everywhere else gets a little bit cooler, right? Therefore, you have fish that are just, probably want to hang out more in the hot water or maybe avoid the hot water, just not able to utilize the full space and actually kind of the useful space for your animals actually gets smaller for that. And obviously, being in an aquarium, try to give them as much square footage as, or not square footage, I guess for a fish it would be more like volumetric footage, I guess is the way to put it, right? Because you have like up, down, left, right to worry about. That, give them more space to live their best life, swim their best swim, things like that. And I think lastly, when it comes to benefits of having a wave maker like right here, is that since there is that water flow, right, there is movement happening, it helps it so then debris builds up less frequently, right? So like say if we had no movement in this water right here, no water flow happening, then like you probably start seeing like some scummy buildups happening along the rims up here, or even like on the bottom right here, you can probably start seeing some debris kind of start building up or something like that. Obviously, it's something you don't want within your tank, and it will actually make you have to maintain your tank more, which can be more of a hassle, so you spend more time cleaning than you do appreciating your tank. So, to make things just a little bit easier for you guys, check out a wave maker. I mean, that's my 20-minute spiel of why wave makers are so important to your system. Check it out. Of course, if your system requires it, obviously. And also, a really cool thing about it is that, like, since everyone's aquarium setup is different, right? No two aquascapes are the same, right? So the important thing is to allow that customization of placement. And so the great thing about it is that, I don't know if you guys can see it on the stream here, but on the outside of the glass here, where the wave maker is, there's like this magnetic puck. It's about that big. It's about that big. It's on the back of the wave maker there. Allows you just to kind of place it wherever you want, really. So you can have that proper location, right? So then you can find that nice little sweet spot of where your wave current, or where our current could be for your tank as well. So yeah. Oh my god. I'm tired. I like wave makers. I'm just letting you know, like, the importance of a good wave maker goes a long way for you guys. So if you want to check it out, it's on our TikTok shop. Look at intelligent DC sign eco wave pump right here, water pump right here. It also does a great job of having different types of functions you can have with it, right? Because it says you have a 6-pole DC motor control. Also smooth operation for a long life right here as well. 6 different flow modes come with your wave maker. 9 different frequency conversions. Also self-cleaning. There's a feed mode and a night mode attached to it as well, in case you like to enjoy your tanks at night. No, I'm sure more to simulate, your natural environments you have for fish, right? If you want to have a little more calm situation for them. We'll go talk about one more product. We'll feed and then we'll feed the fish, and I think we'll call it good on the stream here tonight, guys. So next we're going to talk about, of course, we talk about maintenance and cleaning. What do you need for that? You need a magnetic brush to go with your fish tank here. Well, the great thing about this, I did a demonstration of this about 2 streams ago now at this point. I would do it right now, but I did it 2 streams ago, and the glass is still clean, so there's nothing really to show right now. I did post a video on our TikTok page, so if you guys want to see what that looks like, right? That's a little demonstration of how effective it is to utilize these brushes to keep your glasses clean in a very easy fashion. Check out those videos, right? Actually, I do have it on our TikTok, Instagram, our Facebook, as well as our YouTube channel as well. So you guys get a chance to, whatever your platform or preference is, we got you covered. That's basically what I'm just trying to say. I'm trying to make it easy for you guys, right? I just want you to just click on social media and find something about Aquadream, and then wherever your journey goes from there, obviously. But you're talking about these magnetic fish brushes, magnetic fish tank brushes. When you open it up here, actually it's kind of a nice box, right? It has like a little bit of a magnetic kind of latch right here. So it's kind of, just feels nice when the box just has a nice quality to it. Makes you kind of want to hold on to it a little bit longer, right? And then you can see what's inside. Voila! Oh, it's actually missing, this one's missing the acrylic piece. Let's see if I can find one that doesn't have. I might have misplaced that somewhere from all the times I've done different displays for these brushes, but I definitely want to show it to you guys. Does this one have it? Come over here. Yes, it does have it. Okay, so this is what it looks like when you open it up, right? The top brush, the scrubby part, and you also do get an extra blade in here. This is like just a nice softer plastic blade for any kind of acrylic glass, right? Because not everyone has our nice high quality tempered glass right here. Some people have different types of aquariums, so in case you want to buy just the brush, that's also available on our TikTok shop if you guys want to pick that up. It'll show you I'll give you a little demonstration though of the strength of the magnet in this thing, which is silly strong, right? Actually, it's so strong I would suggest to keep away from your children. What did I just say? Larry just crushed my thumb doing that. What did I just say? Keep it out of grasp of your children and Kevin. So you can kind of see an example of what we're looking at here. So it's a very strong magnet that will go through pretty much any kind of glass out there. It kind of holds together very well here. So the brush itself right here, we can kind of take a look at it. You have a bit of a Velcro texture right here, which kind of helps get little micro brushes to kind of scrape up anything that can get in the way right there. And then also you have so you can switch it out for this. It's not like a metal blade, but it's not super sharp or anything either, but it's definitely meant to kind of scrape, you know, kind of like a lighter aluminum or something like that. Actually, does it say on the box exactly what it's made out of? No, it doesn't. I can't remember exactly what it is, but it is on our website. Oh, sorry, it is on our TikTok shop, so if you guys want to look more into it, you can. You guys, like I said, you can trade this out for any, if you have softer glass, like acrylic glass, you can switch that blade out, like I showcased earlier. But yeah, you can use this whole part stays inside the wire, and kind of just scrapes across everything. And then you also have the other half right here. This is the brush on the sits on the outside of the glass, and it's kind of like those old school whiteboard erasers you would see in school, right? You see the teachers kind of wiping things off like that. Same kind of vibe, very soft felt right here, so it doesn't scratch your glass, which is super important. And also just like a nice little way to kind of grip into it, right? I'll show you how strong this magnet is. You're not going to be losing this thing in the tank at all. It's one of my favorites. Actually, let me do it the other way here. Because this magnet is really strong. As you probably saw me crush my thumb earlier. So, this is an extremely strong magnet. The only part that's actually touching is like this one corner right here. You can kind of see, hopefully, through the product right there, what's actually touching. Now, if I shake my hand very hard, about as fast as I can, this will not move at all. Like I'm just trying to shake it off, Taylor Swift style. Not happening. That's how strong this magnet is. Emmy, thanks for coming by the live stream. So you can see how effective this will be when it comes to staying inside your tank and being a very strong magnetic pull right there. And I can give you a little bit. I can give you a quick little demonstration of like how it looks like when you're, doing your scraping maintenance right here. We do have a brush that's in the tank right now. Let me come over and bring that over. You can kind of see right here, like whoop, like so. Bring that over. Whoop. There we go. A little bit of sloppy transfer on my end right there. There we go. Let me try to get the rocks that kind of fell inside of it out of it. There we go. Now, I will let you know that I did kind of break this a while ago because when I was doing a demonstration that the two halves fully touched. And it was so hard. I tried pulling it apart. It didn't work. I showed it to my boss. He's like stronger than me. He tried pulling it apart. He couldn't do it. And then it got to the point where we had to get like a Phillips screwdriver head a flathead screwdriver to kind of pry it open. But he kind of went in at the wrong angle and popped off the top of the brush here. So if you see it come undone, that's more my fault, or our fault, I should say here, why that's happening. Just let you know that as long as you don't have the two halves touching, make sure you wedge like a flathead screwdriver between the two parts rather than just the top brush. You'll be fine and sturdy. Welcome back, Gabby. And so you guys see like basically how it looks when giving it some scrapes here. Now the cool thing about it as well, as you can notice, a lot of the fish are not being too startled by this. If anything, the fish have come to know that once there is a little bit of scraping going on with this magnet, especially this guy, Jack, he gets very interested with it because a lot of times some kind of algae will pop off from the tank itself. He'll just come in and swoop up a little bit of a snack right there. But next thing now he's like right up next to he's look at all these fish sitting right next to the algae the algae scraper right here. They're like, come on, where's the snack? They're like a dog sitting outside the kitchen. I'm like, come on, give me some. I want some snacks. Don't worry, guys. I'll hook you guys up soon enough. Jack, you gotta move down. There we go. Apologies, Jack. Didn't mean to stress you out there. But you can see, like, they actually kind of get excited about when I start cleaning the tank. It's like, oh, it's snack time. Well, with that being said, I think it is a good time to now actually give them a little bit of food. I think I can give them a little bit of snacks here. Here we have a little bit of tropical fish food. I can probably give some drops here. Like Jack, I swear to God, Jack is a dog. He was a dog in another. This fish was a dog in another life, I swear. Because every time I open up any kind of food or anything, look how active he's being right now. He's like, come on, give me some of that food. Well, I know that package. Give me some of that food. Try to give a few flakes right here. And see if they get interested in it. Sometimes with the smaller flakes, they don't really get that active with it. Our little clownfish friend is eating it up, though. He's excited. He's like, oh my gosh. food that's me size. I love it. He's chomping. He's excited. He's having fun. I think everyone else will eventually get the memo here. Oh my gosh, George, easy there. Come on, man. I know it's food time, but come on. Take it easy. Alright, they're starting to get the idea. Like, yeah, there is food kind of floating around here. They're getting the idea. They got it. You can see it kind of happening. They're getting their snacks in. D1's ability. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Or is it disability? It's probably disability. It's disability. God damn it. Coda, thanks for coming by the live stream. Kayla Suttles, if I pronounce that correct. If I pronounce that correctly. Thank you very much for coming by the live stream. Fox, I see you there. I think we'll give them some other little food bits as well. Some of the bigger fish like to have bigger morsels. Our clownfish friend is going to town, though. He is eating up like it's his last day on Earth. I'll give him a couple drops of some food up here. So these are little koi food pieces right here. Some of the bigger fish like them. So I give him a nice little mix of the two. Like, so you can see Jack over here getting the snacks. George over here getting some snacks in it too. He's like, give me this mine. I'm trying my best not to overfeed, obviously. What's up, Lo? So this is just kind of the fun part, just seeing them get active and then just kind of, you know, get excited about food, getting some snacks in, get some chomps in. Hopefully our little guys here get some food. They usually they struggle with some lower scraps. Clay, thanks for coming by the live stream. Appreciate you. Something about watching that clownfish get really excited about the food makes me very happy. Actually, probably angle you guys over here on Instagram and get a better view there. Same thing with you guys over here on the books. And also on TikTok. Now you guys, we got you covered on the TikTok side of things. And also over here on YouTube as well. Fallon, thanks for coming by the live stream. Caught in the middle of a feeding frenzy happening right here. The fish are going wild. Fish gone wild, actually, if we go that far with it. Yeah, that happens. You never know. It's spring break for them right now. I guess every day's kind of spring break for them. Get to swim in some nice tropical warm water. Rachel, that's up. Thanks for coming by the live stream. Just get fun and get a chance to watch them just kind of go crazy for it. I think I found the sweet spot where, because we have a pretty decent variety of size fish, right? We got some larger fish, and then we have some small fish, where like a lot of the smaller fish really do kind of struggle to eat like the larger food bites. Like I mixed in some food flakes in there, which gets them a little excited to get their chomps on, you know what I mean? Flowers, what's up, come by? Thanks for coming by the live stream. Oh, I just realized, guys, it is 7:55. We actually need to wrap things up a little bit right now. So if you guys are hanging out in the chat, you guys are new to the stream, make sure to tap like and follow. Catch us for our next live stream and bits of content. We have some good content coming out for you guys here very soon. Even a full-length video coming out on YouTube here relatively soon. Most likely next week they'll be going live. I do have a video going live tomorrow talking about the naming conventions of our fish. Asking you guys if you name your fish as well. Because I'm kind of curious if anyone else out there names their fish. Because I want to see what other people like to name their animals. Sometimes people, like me, when I owned my own fish, I actually never gave them a name. It was just my fish, because I only had one. But now we have so many of them in this tank, you need to help kind of differentiate them, right? But I think that's all we're going to do for today on the stream, guys. Thank you all so much for coming by and watching. Greatly appreciate you guys all so much. Keep an eye on our social channels to keep you up to date. Check out our TikTok shop if you guys want to know more about our products. But over here on Instagram, I'm going to have to say goodbye to everybody, so you'll have a good night, all right? Sounds good. Appreciate it. And also over here, my friends over here on the Facebook side, thank you all so much for coming by. But yeah, I gotta let you go. Peace out. And also, our friends over here on the YouTube side of things, I appreciate you coming by. But I gotta let you go as well. Bye.